We got Thursday action today. Not today. In 2 days, we have Thursday action. And we start off, Drew said, you start off, could you think of a better line to start off with than the Chicago Bears against the Detroit Lions? The Andy Dalton, the Red Rocket, is back. He's going to be starting this game. And who the hell knows of what the other quarterback's going to be?
So you have the 0-8-1 Lions versus the 3-5 Bears.
Yes.
And with at least backup quarterbacks. Lions maybe go third string. So that's what I see that we got the Bears. FanDuel has the Bears -3 on the road. Harley, had you looked at this game yet?
Yeah, I'm avoiding it like the plague.
Not for you?
I don't like Andy Dalton one bit, so I just
Sorry, Andy.
And the Lions stink.
Jeez. I mean, maybe Andy Dalton's listening to this show right now, and he's really offended now. He's like, there's some guy in Florida. Well, if Tim Boyle starts, that is you hammer Chicago, right? Did you see the...
No, it's not that simple. You have the Lions at home. They're 0-8-1. It's the Thanksgiving Day game. They're
0-9-1.
They're 0-9-1.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what they're going against. They're going against a backup quarterback for the other team, trying to get the head coach's first win. It's not that simple.
Matt Nagy is getting fired after this game,
Oh,
regardless
man.
of the situation. That's what someone said. I read that today. I don't know how true it is. Let me tell you the Tim Boyle story, because I think this is a good one. This man might be the most unqualified NFL quarterback to ever take the field, all right? Even terrible quarterbacks usually have a good college career, right? They usually are pretty good college athletes. Not Tim Boyle. Let me tell you about Tim Boyle. Tim Boyle started at UConn, played 3 seasons for UConn. Here's his stat line. 1 touchdown, 13 interceptions. All right. Then he transferred to Eastern Kentucky because, maybe UConn's just too good of a powerhouse. And so he goes to Eastern Kentucky for his senior year. You're thinking, he probably lit it up at Eastern Kentucky, right? No, he did not. He threw 11 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Now you're thinking, well, he's probably really mobile. That's probably why he got drafted, right? He's probably why he's mobile. He's really mobile. No, he's not. He's in all 4 years of college, he has rushed for a combined negative 162 yards. This guy, he signed as an undrafted free agent with the Green Bay Packers, and where he almost beat Aaron Rodgers out, probably. They left that part out of the Wikipedia page. And then he signed with the Lions and almost beat the Browns last week. This guy stinks. This guy's bad. If he starts...
Thank you so much, first of all, for looking up the stats.
Oh, you had
Tim
to.
Boyle.
I had to. It was a Wikipedia page, which I'm certain was edited by his mother. I'm certain, that's the only person that knows that much about Tim Boyle. So, for me, this is I'm all over the Bears if it's at -3. It is -3 right now.
Yes, it is. That's correct.
If Tim Boyle starts, I'm all over the Bears -3.
So they got David Blau and Steven Montez. What's wrong with Blau?
I think they just really like Tim Boyle. Hasn't he shown you enough? I mean, he threw for 45 yards last week.
That's
that
Tim
might be
Boyle.
a good one to live bet. Let that one get off first and see what it does.
Are you gonna do a live bet? Is that how you're feeling on that?
Yeah, let's see how they look coming out the gate, because exactly what happened with the Cowboys this past weekend. Things went bad. I'm just glad I'm not the only one that had a rough Sunday.
Did you have a bad Sunday?
I had a real bad Sunday.
We had a great Saturday though.
Great Saturday.
We should tell people about that. We had a great Saturday.
Go ahead.
We had
curious.
We had Air Force -1. Hit that with the FanDuel Super Boost. It was Air Force to win and Houston to win. Air Force went into 4 overtimes?
3 overtimes. They went into the shootout overtime.
They went into that 2-point conversion shootout overtime. Which why doesn't the NFL let that happen? The NFL should do that, or just do field goal kicks.
I like from the 25 for every overtime, but that's a different discussion. Go ahead.
Yeah. But and then we were up to 1 in the. Well, I was up to 12, and then Harley stayed up till 1 in the morning because he just became a father, so he doesn't have any responsibilities.
Congratulations, Harley.
So it went into so Air Force wins, gets us some money going. Houston won, gets us some money going to Saturday. I think we're 5 for 6. We shared picks on Saturday, went 5 for 6 on Saturday, and then just fucking donated it all back on Sunday.
Every dime.
Oh man, I was more down than just my ex-girlfriends after prom.
I was I do like before all that. Congratulations on the good Saturday, by the way.
Thank you.
Sorry about your Sunday.
That's
again.
all right.
The waiting for a live line in that game and just watching kind of how that game plays out, I think is a great call. It's not great for podcasting, but it is a great call.
Yeah.
If Jared Goff is starting, I probably won't touch that game. I'll probably take a prop bet somewhere along the way. If Goff is out, if he's not starting, there's no way. Chicago looked way better when Andy Dalton came in.
I think this could be like the game that we look back on at the end of the year and say, wow, that was the game with the most turnovers of any game in the NFL.
I don't think anybody's looking back on this game. I don't think there's a way. There's no chance that someone looks back on this game and be like, man, I'm really glad I won. The only reason you watch this game is because your family started talking about politics and you're like, and then started blaming Biden for the gas price, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go watch football while my racist grandfather tells us what happened. So I'm. The other thing is right now, for whatever it's worth, is the Lions are getting 75% of the money and 62% of the tickets. So usually when the public's pretty heavy on something like that, it's always good to go the other way.
Yeah, I like the idea of waiting for the live line.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with that.
All right.
Good call, Harley.
So what happens in the live line that pushes you, either one of you? What
No,
happens in the live line?
you just watch the game. You see who's playing, how they're playing.
Yeah, but the line moves then. So like, are you saying like if the Lions get up, that line's going to probably go to like, if they score a touchdown on their first drive, that line's going to go to what, like -4?
Well, it was like the Steelers,
Lions?
like the Steelers game. Whenever it was, they were down by 17 and plus 10.5 was plus 150.
You hit that?
And then and then they lost by 4. So
Primetime dogs.
So that's just the example of like you kind of have a feeling how a game is going to go. At a certain point, whether it's after the first couple drives, like in the case of the Cowboys, you could tell that they maybe didn't have it, and then you can tell maybe late in the game, the Steelers are down by 17 late. Like what do you think is going to happen?
Garbage time points.
Yeah, so it's that type of stuff. Finding that kind of value is that's why we can't say it on the podcast, and it doesn't really matter.
So you're not taking anything then.
But I'm just looking for that. I'm looking for. I mean, everybody has that feeling watching a game it's just going one way or it's going another way.
So neither of you are taking anything for this game. Is that what
not
I'm hearing?
Not until the game starts at 12:30.
All right.
Maybe not until like 1:45. Check in with me then.
All right. I'm gonna say Bears -3 if Goff's not starting. So there's an asterisk there. Goff out. Bears -3. What's the second game of the day? Is actually not a bad game. Second game of the day, we got Raiders at Cowboys -7.5, over under 50.5. Thoughts? Harley, thoughts on this one?
Obviously, I like the Cowboys, but after they hurt us Sunday, it's hard to trust them. We always have trust issues. I don't know. I don't know. Not sure where my line's at. They're at what? They're giving 7.5 now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd probably tease that down to 6.5 or 7, so if they get a touchdown to give.
I don't mind that. That. If depending on what the tease is, I mean, you could even tease down to 7 and be fine, because then it's at worst a push. Cowboys are still 8-2 against the spread this year, 4-1 at home, 4-1 as a home favorite. Cowboys are going to be most likely going to be without some of their weapons. Cooper's definitely out. He's got the vid, or was close contact, or has it. I'm not sure, whichever that is. CeeDee Lamb, concussion protocol, which is like short week. Is he going to get out of concussion protocol? We'll find out. So they're probably going to lean heavy on the run with Zeke, and Drew just mentioned that Zeke sometimes he doesn't come out hot in games. The Raiders are 29th on rush defense, giving up 132 yards. The Cowboys are the 5th best team in rushing the ball in football this year. Cowboys looked bad in 2 of their last 3 games, though. They've looked pretty bad. And Kansas City suddenly the hottest team in the NFL. I don't know how that happened. Their offense has cooled off. They've scored 20 points one time in the last 4 weeks. And the Raiders have the 3rd best pass defense in the NFL.
Really?
Sorry, 3rd best pass offense in the NFL. That's my fault. They have the 3rd best pass offense in the NFL. So I mean, Derek Carr's he's slinging a little bit this year. Cowboys are getting 93% of the money and 78% of the tickets. I'm gonna make a pick here. I'm gonna say give me the Raiders plus 7.5.
That's probably a good call.
I think they backdoor cover, unless they win. But I think they backdoor cover this.
So I look back at Derek Carr's stats, and he's kind of
still top 5.
He's been on the decline for the last 5 weeks in terms of yards.
Sure.
And then he, I think that kind of points to like he's going to have a kind of a bounce back game because he's been on the decline. But also you think of that whole, the Raiders franchise is kind of
has been on a decline.
Yeah, it's they've had a tough couple of news weeks in the past month or so. So it's you don't know what's it like in that locker room, right? With
that's a good question.
With everything that's going on,
that's a good question.
There's a lot at play there. Actually, that line just locked on FanDuel. I can't make any
something
plays.
Something must have happened.
So that's that line just went to locked. It was at plus 7.5. For the Raiders last
out?
Up. I don't know what's coming up.
Who's got COVID?
That could be a good point too. So there's all these things in play. I think just for all of your same reasoning, I like Raiders plus 7.5 as well.
Raiders plus 7.5.
I think that we have Carr with kind of a bounce back week, emerging as the captain. He's going to play a great quarterback this week. He's going to act like one and talk like one and throw like one. And so, okay, so we don't take unders on this show, but if somebody that would take it under. Derek Carr did have a fumble last week, so if there's an under on 0.5 for fumbles, for the last 10 weeks, he's had a fumble, no fumble. So he fumbles 1 week, and then the next week he thinks, I better not fumble this game, so he doesn't.
Interesting.
Fumble.
He's got every other game, he fumbles the ball?
Yeah, every other game. So he just fumbled last week.
I do think that that Zeke is also Zeke's actually a little hurt too. He is expected to play. A little left knee issue there. So if not, Tony Pollard will get a lot of the touches here. So if you're going to bet anytime touchdown score, Pollard's probably the guy. Or just avoid that completely. Just 7.5.
The one thought that I had against your thought for the Raiders plus 7.5 was that maybe Zeke was taking it a little easy. Like, because he knew he had a short week.
I don't think
you're going to be banged up. Or you're going to be on national TV. You got to jump on national TV
last week.
You got to jump in the Salvation Army bucket this weekend. You have to
do it. Jump in the Salvation Army bucket.
He has to do it. So it's.
I don't think.
Maybe
so.
It is a big week for Zeke. That was my only thought to go against your plus 7.5.
Last week was a big week for Zeke. You're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Man, the Cowboys when they go cold. They go cold.
It's no good.
And that's the scary thing because hey, they can put up a ton of points. They can play with anybody. And then they can also just lose that. They're like the Bills. Which leads us into our next game, actually, surprisingly enough. We got Bills at Saints. I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to start with Drew, and then I'll ask Harley. What is your favorite part of Thanksgiving?
Probably the nap after the food.
Oh, that is a good nap.
Probably the nap after.
That is a good nap. Harley, what's your favorite part of Thanksgiving?
I'm more about eating the food guy.
Yeah. Can't tell by your chins. You're an eating the food guy? Or big food eater over there?
I enjoy the food.
All right. I'll tell you what mine is this year is
I don't remember anybody asking you.
It's the I set it up so I could ask myself because I knew you guys were ignorant and wouldn't do that because you're shitty friends. I lived with you guys for 4 years. I know you're not good people. I will tell you right now, it is the best part of Thanksgiving is not the turkey. It's not the mashed potatoes. It's not the dessert. It is the Bills minus 5.5 against the Saints. The Bills have not beaten a good team yet this year. Thankfully, the Saints are not a good team this year. The Saints have a good defense, and that's about it. Kamara's probably still going to be out. You have Trevor Siemian in there at quarterback. Taysom Hill just got a big contract extension, and no one knows why. I don't know. They played great against bad offenses, which New Orleans has. The Bills' defense has played really good against bad offenses. I just don't think there's anything. There's no reason to overthink this one. Just Bills minus 5.5. In fact, when I was writing this, as I was writing this little blurb for this show today, it started at 4.5, and by the time I was done writing this, it got to 5.5. So if you like this one, get it now. Go ahead.
FanDuel just moved this to minus 6.
Did it really?
Yep.
I should stop talking about this game.
As we were speaking.
Every time I talk about this game, I still like it at 6. I still if it's below a touchdown, I'll take the Bills. They're due for like a big just show out game on national television.
Yeah, I think
you were Super Bowl.
It's easy enough. I'm with you. It's sold.
All right, deal. Harley?
The only reason I'm hesitant on the Bills is just what they did to us last week. I mean, that 41-15 loss to the Colts is rough. Now, granted, Jonathan Taylor's a tank.
He is a tank.
It's very hard to stop him.
He is.
But I think I'm with you. The Saints are very bad at football.
They're not great.
I think I would take them at -6.
The Bills at -6.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Also, for what you're about to say is the Bills hurt us last week. I was on the Colts plus 13.5 and a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Remember I made that pick on the show,
yes.
and that hit early.
Yeah.
That hit. You could go to sleep on that one early. So you guys are all both in on the Bills -6. Guys, if you like this one right now, I'm telling you, I could see this getting to 7.5 before the game starts.
It just changed, and it's at -6 is even money. It's
I don't love it if you're giving more than a touchdown. If you're gonna give more than a touchdown, just make it part of a teaser, and take something else with it, just to get like 6-point teaser or something like that. But I think the Bills handle themselves here and get it done the way that the Lord intended. All right, it wouldn't be Thanksgiving without Buffalo, which is basically Canada. And
they're going to travel well too. They'll go to New Orleans. There'll be a bunch of people from Buffalo and New Orleans just on Thanksgiving Day. Like, oh, that would be fun. Go to the game.
You think?
Have a dinner. Buffalo fans are they are
crazy.
As well as the Steelers travel. I would argue that the Bills travel just as well. I wouldn't say better, but they travel just as well.
I don't know. Steelers fans
are the best. So Bills fans travel just as well as Steelers fans. Steelers fans are the best. Number one.
Bills fans, I think, are excited because they have been so bad for so long.
But that's the thing about Bills fans is like Steelers fans have enjoyed this success. Bills fans have endured all this heartbreak, so they are for real.
Jim Kelly.
I would say there's more diehard Bills fans.
Oh yeah, no one's throwing themselves through. No one's even jumping in rivers in Pittsburgh.
Like it's the equivalent of doing that for the Pirates because of how poor the Pirates play. It's like the Bills fans are that crazy, like they're that supportive of their team.
Well, we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about the Pirates being good. The Pirates are so bad, man.
Shout out Rays. Wander Franco signed him for 11 years with a 12th year option.
Drew's a Rays fan, by the way.
Harley, are coming down in the spring for the Tampa Bay opening day.
Come on down. I got a bed for you.
Let's go.
It's his. That's
all right. The floor's fine.
So I hope you like snoring. Any other lines jump out? So that was our Thursday. So our Thursday, we have no pick on the Bears and the Detroit Lions. A lot of people are on the Lions though. A lot of public money's on the Lions. So just let that sway you. We have the Raiders at plus 7.5. We're all on that, and we have the Bills at -6 right now. Was it -5 when I wrote this down? So hop on that right now. Hop on that.